And this is a Fox News alert. Green job czar Van Jones has just released a statement in response to the media's discovery of his past inflammatory statements about 9/11. Now, the statement released just moments ago reads, quote, "In recent days, some in the news media have reported on past statements that I made before I joined the administration, some of which were made years ago. If I have offended anyone with statements that I made in the past, I apologize. As for the petition that was circulated today, I do not agree with this statement, and it certainly does not reflect my views now or ever." And for reaction, we bring in our great American panel. He is the president of Focus on the Family and the author of Finding Home. Jim Daly is here. He's a columnist with the Wall Street Journal. John Fund is back with us. She's a former advisor to Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, who has dismal approval ratings, former communications director for Ed Rendell. Penny Lee is with us. I had to remind people of that.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
All right, here's what we know. First of all, we know he signed the 9/11 truther petition.
So we know he
didn't agree with it.
But he didn't agree with it. Is that?
Yeah.
I was at 9/11. I worked across the street from the World Trade Center. I lived through that horrible day. I saw people jumping from that office building holding hands. And for this man to have a position of responsibility and influence in the U.S. government is just beyond comprehension.
It is beyond comprehension. Look, I have demanded, I'm going to demand again, he has to be fired. We can't, first of all, he's an avowed communist on top of everything else. His quote that he blamed white polluters and white environmentalists for steering poison into the black community.
These are statements that I can't defend. These are statements that I don't agree with.
Should he be fired? You're a Democrat. Will you as a Democrat say and agree with me that he should be removed from this administration, never should have been appointed?
Well, what I want to say is you have to take his apology at his word. You have to take his apology at his word. First and foremost.
Wait a minute. So you believe that he had no idea that he was signing the 9/11 truthers today? Do you believe that?
I don't. I personally think that he needs to come forward. I personally believe he needs to come forward and give out what exactly it is, where he stands on certain things.
Would any Republican ever survive having said white polluters, white environmentalists steered poison into the black communities or bought into these 9/11 wacko conspiracies?
I can't think of one. And the last time I saw an apology like this, I think it was Janet Jackson who said, "If I offended anybody," that's not much of an apology,
Sean,
really, Peggy.
Let's look at what Democrats and liberals face here. This is another distraction. They're trying to have the president give a speech next Wednesday to a joint session of Congress. Regardless of whether they like or don't like Van Jones, this is a political liability now. And if they keep him on, I question their political smarts in addition to their problems in hiring him.
I'm not even gotten to my other list of other extremists that I also think many of whom need to be fired. Here's what he said the day after 9/11, the worst attack in American history. He expressed solidarity with Arab and Muslim Americans, as well as what he called the victims of U.S. imperialism around the world.
These are absolutely I mean, these are horrible statements. And
then why won't you say he should go?
He should resign on his own. He should resign on his own.
Finally, you said it. I've been trying really hard to get you there.
He should resign. He should. This is now a distraction. As John was just saying, this is a distraction to the administration, and the administration has much more things on their agenda that they need to get forward on, and that they need to move the ball down. He should resign on his own accord. These are statements that I can't defend. These are statements that no one should have to defend.
I'd like to know, and I think we have a right to know, what the vetting process was that led to this guy being hired. Because several people had to sign off on this appointment. And all you have to do is Google the man, and all of this stuff comes up. This is not rocket science. All you have to do is do a Google search.
And we've been all over these appointments, all over these czars, unaccountable. They don't have to go through the Senate confirmation process.